And we'll set this up close so we can connect to it and then push the rest of the cars back. And let's see, 1, 2, 3 joints back from the lead. Ta-da. All right, so let's get the next, that's this consist here, at least the cars for this one. So now we got to find these. So we'll stop at G7S, get that one. Then we don't have to go into the G yard when we come back. Then we'll drive out to C1S and pick up what we need from there. And then we can just back right down into this track when we're done. So G7S, next stop. What am I doing? Oh, I see. It's a lot of train to be shunting with, especially when we're putting together these 4 or 5 car consists together. But it's a suggestion. Once you unlock it, shunt with it for a bit. Oh. Get a feel for the controls before you take it out on the main lines. All right, so I think our first switch is set for us to go to the left, and we need to go to the right. So let's see. G. All right, so we want to go right, right, and into G7. And we'll see where the cars we need are and how many of them are there. And we need SL27. So right, that's all right, all good. So let's see what we're faced with here. We need 5 cars. There's 1, maybe 2 back there on that track. 27. They're connected. 27. All right, so here's 2. So the other 3 cars must be on the C track. Away we go to the C track. That's a light from outside reflecting in the cab here. Yeah. Now, aren't we glad we have those mods that tell us where all these cars are, so we can do all this before we turn these jobs in. If it weren't for that, I would never suggest doing this. It's one thing for a freight haul, go from point to point, you got some time. But these shunting jobs, you'd be way better off, especially when you have to build the train sets, to just do them one at a time. All right, like before, we're going to back into the C yard. We're going to back out the same way we come in, and then back down into the D yard onto the loading track. And there's our switch there. Let me go set the switches. All right, so we want to set this one to go this way. Now put us on C1S, and we are looking for cars 27. We need 3 of them. That's a 77. Uh-oh. Is it connected? It is not. 27. All right, so we're going to have to pull the 77 out, put it on another track, then grab these 3 27s. That's a 32. So... all right. Good enough. Not a biggie. Oh, we are going fast. Stop, please. Slowing down. How are we doing? Oh, we got a little ways. Still. All right, so we're going to grab the cars we need, along with the 77, drop them off here. Slow down too much. Then put the 77 back on this track. One, two, grabs everything we need. So there should be 3 cars here, and then the 77. I just need to get past that switch there. And really, I don't need to go any further back than the 31S, the C1S sign. Seven. $27, that's 2. $27, that's 3. One, two, three. Now, I'm putting these back, the cars I don't need, kind of back where, out of the way, because the jobs are based on where the cars were kind of when we pulled in. So if I leave them someplace else, it will probably get in the way of another job. I'll need this C2S to park something, and I'll have put something in the way. So it's not, the game isn't quite that fluid where, you know, here we are, we're working an entire day in the game. And you would think in that time that other cars would be moving around and it wouldn't really matter. But the game is not quite that smart. The world is not quite that active. You're basically the only guy out here working the railroad. So you control the economy of Derail Valley. We'll park that there. And I'm shutting off my, or turning off the remote control because I'm trying to conserve the battery on it. On the way back to the locomotive, when I drive back over to the main line around Harbor and Town, I'm going to put this on the charger for a little bit, for the time it takes to do all that. Alrighty. One last backup, and we'll have our consist of cars ready for our second shunting job. Slow down a little too much. Once again, it's a matter of getting used to how fast does it slow down. Is it slowing down faster now that it's not raining? You know, maybe that's throwing me off a little bit here. All right. All right, and that's our set of cars. Oh, silly me. What I say I was going to do? I was going to drop this on the battery. Are you charging? Good. And I should just stay here. So I'll step off the train here, because I'll need the remote control. I will need the remote control. Wow, really? You are awesome. I love you, Charger. You are so awesome. You are so nice to me. There's the switch, just in time. I'd like to get off, please. at the last one. I can't even see. You know what? Let's just double check. All right, stop it. What am I doing? Okay, we're clear. I don't know, we'll just drive it blind. We know all the switches are right now. You know, the only one that might not be right is D. This one here. We want to go to the right. Just double check D. Going in and going to the right, and then to the right. Perfect. Definitely do get going in a hurry with the DH4s. Not a slouch for speed. Not a slouch for speed. Three, two, good. One, two, three, four, and five. Perfect. All right, let's turn these in. both of them, load them up, and park them on the D6 track, where they say they'd like to be. We don't even need to open them up because we know where they go. Oh, I gotta go all the way down here. All right, we're loading. Pull towards me. Look at that. Check it out. That's awesome. I've never done that, actually. I'm so happy that works. I don't know why it wouldn't. All right, and these are in here, but there's not really enough room, so we're gonna have to push whatever this is back a little bit to get it all in. All right, but now we go forward. And with some weight, she takes a little while, just a little bit. So instead of just leaving it at, one notch of throttle, you pop it to 2, just to get a little bit more oomph. Yeah, take a mile to stop. Yeah, there's the switch right there. And I'm just going to leave it on 1 notch because we just need to get it up to about 10 kilometers an hour. But I have no idea how much that job is that's actually on the trackways. So we might be happy. We might be glad to have the DH4 shunting because you definitely have the extra power to handle that. Three, 2. Perfect. All right, so we need to push a little bit. I need to hop out and see where the... Oh my gosh, are we there? No. We're like 2 cars away. So as I said, I don't know how much the consist that was on this track weighs. So, but I don't need to go that fast. Here's the DE2. I just need to get this car out of the way. And we're there. Now, I don't know whether it makes a difference, but I'm going to do it anyway. Set a brake on both jobs. In fact, I'm going to set a brake on this back job too. Just in case we have to come back in. Detach them and turn her off. Let's go turn these 2 in. See how we did. All right, job number 1. We had 51 minutes to do it in. We did it in 6. We made 13K. Ta-da. We got 495 already. Oh, we still have a job to turn in. And the last job. We had less time to do that one in, but we did in 6 minutes. We made almost 15. That's awesome. And here we are, 510K. All right, you know what? Oop. We do want to take that. What am I doing? We do want to take, no, not that one. Is it this one? Yeah. We do want to take this.